After 20 years in the music industry, I now have the ability to look back on my path and recognize the things I got wrong. This is one of them. Hey everyone, I'm Cool Caparoon. Thank you for stopping by for another video. So for the majority of my career, I kind of always thought that there would one day come a time when I would be successful enough or established enough, or fill in the blank, where I would stop having to deal with a bunch of BS. I thought that there would come a day when I no longer had to worry about paying my bills, where I no longer had to worry about keeping my calendar filled, where I no longer had to worry about getting scammed by clients not paying me, where I no longer had to worry about people no showing, where I no longer had to worry about losing clients, like the client would just love my work so much that they'd never want to stop working with me. I would get to the point where people would not ask for refunds anymore. You know, all of these things, I just had this idea in my head that one day I would be successful enough or established enough that all of that would stop. And boy, was I wrong. So just a few weeks ago, I had a beer with someone who I would consider is an A-list mixer. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to put anybody out, but it was wonderful sitting and talking. It was awesome talking about the industry. It was awesome hearing about their experiences and their path and their journey. And my God, the number of records they worked on that I'm a huge fan of. But we got on this topic of losing clients. And this person told me that they had just lost an AA list client, like a huge client that they had mixed quite a handful of their records for. And they just went somewhere else to a different mixer. And he was like, well, it's been a good run. I guess that's it. Time to look for a different job. And I resonated with this so hard because the quantity of times I have felt that where I'm like, well, I gave it my best shot. People hate me and hate what I do. It's time to move on to something else. And it was... honestly, it was really refreshing to hear that from someone that I really looked up to and really respected. And that's why I'm making this video. I'm on this kind of new pursuit of like pulling back the curtain of the industry, because so much of this music industry is all like politics and game playing. And I think most of us, I really just care about making the music. I couldn't possibly care less about the politics of this industry. Now, there are a couple of those things that have worked out. My calendar stays pretty much full all the time. I'm very thankful for that. I no longer usually have to worry about paying my bills because the calendar is full all the time. The rest of it, though, there's this saying that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, and I fully bought into that. But a couple years ago, I kind of came to terms with the fact that that doesn't happen. We are in a creative, subjective field here. A field where there's not technically any right or wrong. I mean, okay, there's right and wrong business practices and ethics, and it's not okay to scam somebody or no call, no show, or, you know, but besides that, when it comes to the creative process, there's no right and wrong. There's only how well you resonate with your client. And this is the part that I kind of didn't realize in the earlier years of my career. So do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I now know that that is complete BS. However, what I do think is that when you do what you love and you stay focused on what you love and not on the politics and not on the game aspect of the industry, that you will have a much, much more enjoyable time. Like, yes, the down periods of my career stress me out so hard. When I lose a client, it stresses me out so bad. When I have massive creative differences, or when I lose a project in the middle of the project, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. That really, really affects me. And it's so easy in those moments to be like, well, I had a good run. I guess it's time to look for a different job. It's so easy to have that opinion. But then I think back to the day jobs that I've had, and they were so much worse, so much worse, and just not at all emotionally or creatively fulfilling. And so the point that I want to get across to you guys is that no matter how far up the ranks you go, we all deal with the same stuff. and how you react to those situations. That is what defines your level of success and how people view you. This conversation I had with this mixer was so refreshing to me to hear it from someone who was so many levels above me, that I thought that I should just pass this on to you guys. Don't forget there's links down below for everything that I use, all the gear, all kinds of stuff. If you use any of those links to purchase anything at any time, it goes a long ways to help support this channel, so I really appreciate it. Those links go to Sweetwater, so thank you, Sweetwater, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to hit me a like, drop me a comment, and share it with your friends. Post it on your Facebook or your threads. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.